like my heart would come out of my chest. You would smile, and we'd talk, and then you would come down the stairs. And I felt probably like someone who was terminally ill, and somehow they managed to forget it for a minute. And then it all comes back.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, gang, gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Tonight, we wrap up Week 11 with a good Monday nighter between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
On the double. Quick, yellow. Right, 97.
Lance going to put it up right away. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to put that first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, we got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Packers at 8-2 on the year. They come in off a loss last time out, but still in the midst of a great season. Winners of 8 of their last 10.
And the key for them, as I see it, tightening things up on defense because the offense did his part. They played well, but defensively, way too many lapses.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and through, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. On second down, here's Mitchell. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Throwing now is Lance. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And this will be incredible field position as that'll kick out of bounds inside the opponent's 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
13 yards, 1st down, Packers. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On second down, it's Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Packers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Throwing on first down is Lance. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And they're able to get this. The 35.
It's a gain of 10. First down, 49ers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The Lance going to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rodgers caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Only took them 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. Now a first down carry by Jones. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Jones going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after up and good. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown. Extra point safely through. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
On 2nd down at 4, Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Let's go. Yellow, line.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
To throw, it's Lance. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Let's go now.
Going for it, it's Mitchell.
And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Lance now on first down. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Okay,
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Lance looking to throw it. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Danny Gray in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The extra point up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Pass complete. Now race for the marker. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the 49ers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He finds his man complete. That's Baker. On the move past the 40. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. The extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A gain there of 21 yards.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Striker, 3-3. Roster, 6.
On play action, Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And Lance throws the interception, his third.
Picked up by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 35.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
97 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And his kick is indeed good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
From midfield, here's Lance. Right side, and he finds Gray. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. And the 49er first down.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has...
Let's go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's Lance.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first.
Done. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Lance looks to throw again. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Ready.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Ready.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
116 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's fourth down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. On first down, Lance. A loss of 2 there. Second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. Behind the chain, second and 12. Working from the gun, Lance. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And into the end zone, it's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. The part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick-6 on the other side, and now they get a pick-6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Right back to Mitchell here.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Ultra.